Closing is an art, and it's best to have a process for it. We close every deal on something we call C.A.R, with 2 C's. When closing any deal, you have to recognize what the issues are, and in most cases in the finance office, the issue is payment. You probably also agree that oftentimes the customer doesn't give us a hard no. They normally say something like, "I'll just go with what I have. Nah, I'm okay without that. No thanks, I'll pass." So the first C in overcoming objections is to cross out the payment. By crossing out the payment, it tells the customer that you're listening, and it lowers any pressure in the room. Once you've crossed out the payment, you'll need to first verify that it is in fact a payment or budget issue. The best way to do this is by asking, "Do you see any value in the protection, or is it just about the payment?" The customer will always almost answer with, "It's about the payment." Once you identify that it is in fact a payment issue and not a value issue, you can move on to the second C of closing, which is cash down. It seems that asking for cash down from a customer so that they can better afford our finance products is a foreign concept. We already know that 100% of our customers are expecting to either have to put money down or at least be asked to put money down at some time during the transaction. But we also know that not all salespeople or even sales managers are doing a good job in this arena. We see customers all the time get through the entire negotiation process, and then we find out that they want to put money down. Cash down in the finance becomes profit for the finance department, so take advantage of that opportunity and ask for cash down that the front end probably didn't get. If the customer still isn't convinced, then it's time to move to the A in our closing process. Adjust. Now it's time to adjust the products to the customer's driving habits and attempt another close. When we pre-printed the menu, we chose the highest levels of coverage that vehicle qualified for. For these purposes, we're going to say that that's a 6-year, 100,000-mile service contract with a 0 deductible. But now the customer is telling us that it's too expensive. So without giving up any profit, we need to lower the customer's payment to something more suitable for them. During either the salesperson interview or by asking questions during the administrative paperwork, we should have a good idea of what the customer's driving habits are. So let's say the customer is going to drive 12,000 miles a year and probably keep the car about 4 years. That means they need less coverage. So by lowering the coverage to a 460 or even a 575, we're able to lower the customer's payment and not sacrifice profit. While we're at the adjust step, we can also adjust deductibles and profit if we choose to. If the customer still isn't convinced, then we move to the last step of our closing process, which is R, remove product. Most of us do this step entirely too soon and give up products and profit by doing so. Removing products to reduce the customer's payment is really rather simple. Although most finance people ask the customer what they see the most value in, we suggest asking them what they see the least value in. By doing so, you assume the close on everything else. Let me give you an example. The customer has said no after the adjust step, and now you're going to the remove step. Simply say something like this: "Gosh, Mr. Customer, unfortunately, I'm unable to get you all of the coverage you want in your desired payment. I'm going to have to remove some of these benefits. Of these," and then review the products. The service contract, the gap, the tire and wheel, etc. Which of these do you see the least value in? You can do this one product at a time until you find a payment and a benefits package that's better suited for your customer. So in summary, using the acronym C.A.R gives you a roadmap to closing. The first step is to cross out the payment. Second, ask for cash. Third, adjust the coverages. And fourth is to remove the products. This formula helps you hold gross and improve your penetration percentages.